Hey guys, welcome back to Salem, Cellar. So with the big news with the Terrifier 2 being released this fall, I thought what a perfect time to let's just dive into Terrifier 1. But first, make sure you are following me on social media. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that button, and I'll be right back. So the Terrifier was released March 15th, 2018. It was directed, written, and produced by Damien Leone. The character Art the Clown is from a short film written by Damien Leone from 2018 called The Ninth Circle. So the Terrifier is also the spin-off to All Hallows Eve. I remember the first time I watched All Hallows Eve. It's clearly a B film. It is about a girl, she's babysitting these children, and she finds a VHS in their trick-or-treat bag. So she, okay, I'm gonna watch this, right? Yeah, it is a bunch of creepy little short horror stories. And then that's where Art the Clown is, introduced, and then he gets his own show, rightfully so, because he's amazing. So Art the Clown is portrayed by David Howard Thornton. He was given this role when he auditioned. He actually performed a kill scene as a mime. Yes, Art the Clown does not say anything, completely silent. And what is scarier than that? Somebody after you and not speaking? That's pretty terrifying if you ask me. So that's completely genius on his part to audition and portray this character like he should have been. So the Terrifier begins, you see this woman, she has a mangled face, she's being interviewed by somebody, and you can just tell she's a little off. She's seen some crap, all right? No pun intended, because she has no eyes at that point. So then you see the woman who was interviewing her, she's talking on the phone, talking about how gross the person that she just interviewed was, and how she had to keep herself from gagging. Spoiler alert, 2 minutes later, this brutalized, messed up face woman comes and mangles this reporter's face. Yeah. The death scenes in this movie, let me tell you, if you are squeamish, if you are not a fan of gore, then you won't be a fan of this movie. But I just happen to be a fan of gore, and I love it. I can't get enough. So then you see these two girls, it's clearly Halloween, they're in costume, they just came back from some party, you can see they're going to a pizza place, and as soon as they get out of the car, they see this creepy little clown in the corner, he's waving, he's looking at them, it's okay, because this is not terrifying. So they go into the pizza place, they're just, doing what we all did in our 20s, you go out and you go get pizza afterwards. It makes me feel it makes me remember that time of my life. And of course, here comes the clown with a big garbage bag, a big black garbage bag. He sits down and he's just staring at them, literally creep fest, just staring. So the brunette friend, she's kind of weirded out by it, rightfully so, because I would have been creeped out. The blonde friend is clearly a little ditzy, completely intoxicated. So she thinks it's a big joke. She thinks it's a guy dressed up in awesome, an awesome clown costume. She's I want to take a picture with him. So this scene where she sits on his lap, so the entire time she's sitting on his lap, I'm just waiting for something to happen. This movie is definitely a B film. It is a movie worth watching. If you are a fan of, like I said before, gore and B horror movies and just gets to the point, let's kill as many people as possible, then you are going to love this film. I have a fear of clowns, which is weird because I also love them. But I was always a fan of it and Pennywise, and he was the scariest clown to me. I was completely creeped out by him. But then ever since Art has come into my life, he's king right now to me, because there's nobody scarier than him. This night just goes to hell. He kills every single person he comes in contact with. And then this is not kills where he's stabbing them, a little Michael Myers kid will kill where you get stabbed or you get a machete through you, where you no, he brutalizes. He's how can I mangle this person beyond recognition? And he does it the entire movie. It is crazy. Like, there's one scene where it's like they're in the pizza place and you see a guy's head. Like, I don't know if it's like he's like maybe put a match inside. Like, his head is like on fire. Like, you just see like the sparks from his eyes, from the mouth. It's like, whoa. Like, what did this guy just go through? It is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Now, there's one scene. My favorite scene is the pizza place. It just, like I said before, it makes me feel like when I was younger, you used to go to the pizza place after a long night out, you know, and just seeing like the girls there and the creepy guy, you know, we've all been through that, but not with a complete psychopath. So I don't know, something about that scene is just my favorite. It's just, I feel like it could really happen. And that's what I love the most about slasher films. And this is definitely a slasher film. That it's not some ghost, you know, it's not some like creepy ghost baby like The Grudge or anything, or like dolls talking. This is a real person. Well, I don't know if Art would be considered a real person. I kind of think he's like some type of demon, but it could be a real person. So that to me is my favorite scene. But the most shocking scene throughout the entire movie is he gets one of these girls and he hangs her upside down naked. Yes, naked. So her feet spread apart, and he takes a saw, like a hacksaw, and he like literally cuts her. Like, yeah, completely down, dude. Completely down. It is like, as a woman watching it, you're like, oh, okay, like that was a little much, but you will never forget it. I will never, ever, ever forget that scene for the rest of my life. I've never seen that in a movie ever. And I literally have been watching horror movies my entire life, and I've never witnessed anything like that. Maybe I'm just watching like soft horror movies, I don't know. But that was brutal. And that's just like a little taste of the rest of the movie. So the woman, you find out the woman from the beginning of the movie that her face was mangled, she was actually somebody who ran into Art this one night where he's on a killing spree. Yes, he mangles her face. She loses her mind. So that is her. So at the very end, so he's killed several people, like dozens of people. I don't even know what the kill count is. I'll put it up on the screen because I tried to count one day and I just lost count. I'm like, this is a lot. So at the end, he's confronted by the cops. He blows his brains out. You see the back of his head fly out. Okay, great. He's dead, right? So he goes to the morgue and, you know, they're like inspecting. He's doing something with his body. The guy turns around, comes back around. Freaking Art is up. He's not dead. He's up. You see his brains or like whatever just hanging in the back of his head. And he, of course, kills the guy. But like, okay, so this is not a psycho man. This is some type of demon. Like, I don't know what he is, but he's awesome and he's amazing. I am a fan of this movie. I love it. I am just so excited they're making a sequel. If you haven't seen All Hallows Eve, I definitely recommend watching that first, then going to the Terrifier. Just get ready for some blood and guts and like non-stop killing, because he just is not playing around. He's like, this is my holiday and I'm just gonna kill as many people as possible. I hope the kills in the sequel beat out these kills, because that would be even more amazing. But I'm super excited. Comment down below. Let me know if you've ever seen this movie, if you've seen All Hallows Eve, if you prefer Pennywise, if you're a fan of Art. Like, who's your favorite creepy clown of all time? Right now, Art has my heart. I love him. And also comment down below. Let me know if you're excited for the sequel. Do you plan? I don't know if it's going to be released in the movie theater. I would think so. If you plan on going to see it in the movie theater, you're just going to wait until it comes out and streaming somewhere. Yeah, you can tell I love it. I'm a fan. So I'm definitely, if it's in the theater, I'm going to go see it in the theater. If it's streaming, then that's cool. I don't have to leave my house, but I'm here for it. I'm excited. As always, thank you so much for watching. And make sure you are following me on social media, and make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be right back.